everyone! Hello! Look at this angle! This is my old iMac angle. Now I know the audio on this video might be a little funny, so please listen to it and let me know what you think. I've sort of done a lot of different videos recently with interviews and then with the iPad and now back to the iMac instead of using my camera. And I really want to be able to film this way now that I have the microphone fixed, but it sounds to me like there's a lot of extra noise, so anyway, please just listen and we'll get into this and let me know what you think. I'm so pleased to be able to film with my iMac again though. It's right here and I can just talk to you and I can film it and put it online really quickly as opposed to the whole rigmarole of importing and editing and blah blah. So anyway, hi! Here I am. I'm not quite sick anymore. I'm still coughing up a little bit of phlegm, but pretty much it's all gone and I'm feeling normal again. And yeah, it's been a really crazy roller coaster the last couple of years. And I feel like I'm finally settling down. Just now. Just finally now. So emotionally right now, I'm doing extremely well. I've been on the road or moving around or crazy with work and other projects and other commitments that I didn't have to make but I did anyway, and then I felt obligated for my own integrity to stay with them, and this cycle has repeated itself a couple of times now, and I keep finding myself with not enough free time, totally overwhelmed, exhausted, running myself into the ground and getting myself sick. Same cycle, same repeating. And so in the last couple of weeks I've really been meditating on that and ruminating on how I can be different. And I have come to a conclusion about myself, which is that I somehow inherently inside of myself feel like all the time, I mean all the time, when I'm not asleep, I should be producing something. I should be learning a language or training a hobby or meeting somebody interesting for more networking connections later. I should be working on the Antishay website, or I should be working on more videos, or I should be replying to fan mail, or like, you know, if I'm not working or cooking or like doing all the stuff I should do, I have all these other shoulds, and I just continually overwhelm and exhaust myself because I have this psychological mess up where I feel like if I'm not producing something new and interesting all the time, I'm a failure. And I feel overwhelming guilt and anxiety and sadness all around the same point that I feel like I need to always be creating and doing and being something, otherwise I'm nothing. Anyway, so the last couple of weeks I have been totally on track with my diet, but my focus has not been on workout and meals and health. My focus has actually really been on figuring out how the heck to get myself out of this stupid loop of being crazy, taking on way too much, getting exhausted, getting super sick, and then starting over. And I do this for years and years and years. Basically my whole adult life, this has been the pattern. I'm trying to break it. So I've really been spending most of my time lately just thinking about myself and how I can do less, which is very kind of backwards to the way that most of us function in this Western society. I forget the source, but I read in an article recently that a poll done like 10 years ago asked Americans, what would you do with more time? And they, vast majority said they would work more. And I feel like I fit in that category. I basically feel like I should be working all the time. Anyway, I'm rambling. My point is that I've made a commitment to myself, which is that in August, and hopefully going into September, bleeding into maybe the end of September even, I would like to do nothing. It's terrifying. I'm being genuine here. I mean, it's like, I can really do nothing. I can fuck around on a Facebook game for half a day and that's okay. Is it really? I mean, society looks down so much on unproductivity, but yet so much of us spend our time being unproductive. And I've always felt like a longing to just like do nothing, to sit around and meditate, and like my big event for the day is like making lunch, and I've always wanted to live that way, but I have never known how. Anyway, this is kind of how Corey lives all the time. He just is, and he's happy. And I'm learning kind of what that means. That in the world you can produce and you can do till you're dead. But you only have the time until you're dead. So I'm trying to spend that time more wisely with myself and my family, and all of this ties together. And the reason I'm talking about this is because I find that I always tell myself I don't have time to focus on health. Even though I'm Antishay and I'm doing these videos and I'm always talking about health and weight loss and like trying to be better at being myself, right? And showing you guys how I'm doing it so you can maybe employ those methods too. I feel like I'm I always am struggling to focus on health. It's like, I need to cook dinner. Oh, but I have so much more work to do. I'd rather do that, so let's just get pizza, you know? Or I really need to work out, but nah, let me make some more phone calls and organize this spreadsheet, and then maybe I'll work out later. And I just keep pushing off like the important stuff for this bullshit called work, which I know is important, and I have a career, and I absolutely love my job, and I'm really fortunate for that in that respect, but I just need to have other things. You can't just work. You can't just be a success. Which I think my whole life I've just been working as hard as I desperately can to be a success. And I don't mean like a celebrity or like rich. I mean like someone with something to show the world. You know, here's my resume, here's all the shit I've done, here's all the places I've been, here's all the people I've met, here's all the philosophies I've thought about. Like, I just feel like I need to always be obtaining information and then doing stuff with it, otherwise I'm not being a useful human being. And I bet part of that part of my guess is that part of my personality will always be there, but I'm learning to tame it and respect other parts of my personality, like the part of me that wants to cook dinner every night, the part of me that really wants to go for a walk or a long hike, and making the time to make that the priority is what I'm really working on. So anyway, it's really hot in here. I had to close the window to get the sound off, and now I'm like, can you see? I'm like, ah! Anyway, so I guess I'm going to go soon, but I wanted to show you first my calendar. Look at that! I think the last time I talked to you guys, we were at the end of the week here. Now here's 2 more weeks. You can see I've really done perfectly. Oh my gosh, I'm not used to filming in this backwards camera. I don't know what I'm doing. My calories have been perfect. I have not had a bad calorie day in weeks. Wait, okay. Here, which would be 7, 8, 9, 10. July 10th was the last day that I ate above my calories. Like, so I'm doing really well. And it's not hard. Now that I'm really, really in it. I mean, a few months ago, a year ago, I wasn't here. And I've said that in a couple of videos, and I don't need to show you all my charts again. You guys have been watching. You know what I've done. But my point is that this wasn't hard. This part. These last few weeks, I have just eaten right, and it has not been a question. And I'm not saying it's going to be like that forever. Gosh, no. I'm human. I'm flawed, just like the rest of us. But I'm saying that by moving my focus slowly over the last couple of weeks into what's really important, I find it's not so hard to be healthy if it's really, really a priority for me. So my new priority, like I was telling you guys, is to do nothing. And that's not true. I'm still going to be doing my job, and I'm still going to be doing videos, and I'm still going to be updating the fan page all the time and stuff like that. But in terms of, like, I really want to create the new Antishay website. I've been working on it forever, and I just never make time. And I always feel this immense amount of guilt that I don't have like a great Antishay website. And you know, in the end, it's fluff. It's bullshit. It's just a website. Let it go. So I'm going to spend more time meditating, relaxing, being out in nature, exercising and cooking and shopping at farmers markets and doing other healthy things, and making that time spent valuable. Because I always think that spending time on that stuff is not valuable because it's taking away from my other work. And so I have to like always have this internal fight in myself to like convince myself that yes, I want to be healthy and I need to do this. But now I'm telling myself, this is more important than your career. This is more important than work. This is your body, your life force. If you do not have a functioning body and energy, you can't do anything. So these are the things I've been going through, and of course I repaired my computer so I can now do videos like this. I hope the audio is pretty good. I'm glad to continue to share my journey with you guys. I'm so happy that you guys are following along still. All these years later, I'm really being genuine here. I can't believe you follow me, and I don't really know what I can do to make your experience better following me except to just continue to tell you the truth, which is what I'm going through right now. So I hope that helps some of you. Remember to love yourself and put yourself first. It's really hard for some of us, like me. It's really hard, but it's so worth it. So take care. My voice is coming back. It'll probably be back in full next week, and I'll see you guys next weekend. Bye!